Hi, my name is Melissa Trimble. In this video, I'll summarize the article Sequence Text Structure Intervention during Interactive Book Reading of Expository Picture Books with Preschool Children with Language Impairment. I'll explain the key findings of the study and share practical ways that both teachers and parents can use these ideas to support children's language and literacy growth. What was the study about? Well, this study looked at whether an 8-week interactive book reading intervention could help preschoolers with language impairments build stronger vocabulary, understanding of sequence signal words, and science knowledge. 6 children participated in small group sessions led by early childhood special education teachers and special language pathologists. The educators read expository picture books about plants, focusing on steps like how a seed grows into a plant. They used strategies like asking questions, extending children's responses, giving feedback, and using graphic organizers. Why is this important? Well, children with learning impairments are at a higher risk for later reading difficulties. Researchers shows that early knowledge of text structure, especially expository structures like sequence, can lead to better reading comprehension in school. Expository books are especially valuable because they expose children to academic vocabulary and more complex sentence structures that they might not hear in everyday conversations. Yet, these types of books are rarely used in early childhood classrooms where narrative books dominate. This study shows that using expository text can be both practical and effective. So what did they find? Well, over the 8 weeks, teachers and SLPs increased their use of language facilitation strategies, such as asking more inferential questions and helping children build longer responses. The children showed significant improvements in their understanding of sequence words like first, next, and finally, as well as growth in science vocabulary and knowledge about plants. These results show that with intentional strategies, even young children with language impairments can successfully learn from nonfiction texts. Some educator tips. Educators can apply this research in practical ways. First, add more nonfiction picture books into classroom routines. Choose books that explain processes like how animals grow or how weather works. Second, use visual supports like charts, diagrams, and graphic organizers to show steps in order. After reading, encourage students to act out what they learn, such as pretending to be a seed growing into a plant. Finally, ask open-ended and inferential questions like, what happens after we water the seed, to get students using more complex language. Some parent tips are, parents can also help at home. One easy way to use sequence words in everyday routines, for example, while cooking say, first we mix the batter, next we put it in the oven, finally we eat the cookies. Another idea is to label and describe things during activities, like naming plant parts while gardening, or talking about what animals need to survive at the zoo. These natural conversations can build vocabulary and strengthen language skills. Why it matters? Well, this video is a great reminder that early exposure to nonfiction can boost both language and content knowledge. For students with language impairments, these strategies can support common IEP goals in vocabulary, syntax, and comprehension. It also shows how effective collaboration between teachers and SLPs can be in meeting students' needs. So in summary, intentional interactive book reading with expository text can make a real difference for preschoolers with language impairments. Thank you for watching my reflective video, and I hope you can use some of these strategies in your own classroom or at home.